So we died last time trying to run through this pamphlet adventure, The Last of Kaer Hope. But we're going to continue on. We'll reset. We'll just continue on as if the death didn't happen, so I can play through this. I seem to have died to two goats. Two undead goats. We'll see if we can get any farther this time. So, yeah, we'll start. We'll use the same map. Getting some exploration done here. Here's the starting point back in the Fields Chamber. And we're going to start moving up through. So we have recovered, so far we've cleared a sun shaft. We cleared it here in the gardens, and we found the great key, or the key to the great gate. We found that just tossed aside in the stables, in the stable chamber. Interesting. Wonder what the story would be behind that. If I was winging it for players, maybe we could come up, I don't know, they'd never find out how it got there, I guess, so no need to get too creative and spontaneous. So here we go. We're going to start going into this hallway. 1 in 6 chance of encountering wandering monsters, since we've already technically cleared these rooms. So 6, no, we need a 1. We'll go into the stables. I want to go back to the gardens, and I think I want to go this way. Do I want to go that way? No, I'm going to go up here. I'm going to continue heading north. Okay, into the stables. 5, nothing, so still empty. We go through into the hallway, 2, empty still. We get into the gardens, the overgrown gardens. 6, nothing there. This is good so far. Making progress here. Okay, and into the dreaded goat chamber. Now, I did not kill those goats. I did not kill either of them. So, there will be a 50% chance that they're still there. And if they're not, one of these doors will be open. So 1, 2, or 3, there's goats there waiting for us. Oh, the goats left. They probably went somewhere to hide and heal as well. Okay, so I'm in this hallway. One of these doors is open. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's roll randomly. Okay, we're going to the right. Cool. Let's get, I need my notepad here. Get a piece of note paper out, and all right. First step, we will roll for door. What is this door? 2. It's slightly ajar. Yeah, this is where the goats probably went out through. We roll for objective in this room. Actually, first let's roll. Let's see what kind of room we've got. 6. Oh, cool. It's the octagon room. Octagon room with a giant pillar in the center. Okay, we'll just draw that in on our discovery map here. So large octagonal room. And while we're at it, let's roll to see what room we discover. 7, the latrine, or refuse room. The smell of compost and the constant low buzz of insects fills the pitch dark air as you step into a 40-foot wide chamber with a sunken area in the center, containing all matter of refuse, mostly decomposed to dirt by now and sludge. Very cool. 40 feet across, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, these are 10 feet. 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, so we'll just, what's the shape of this again? Oh, yeah. Like this, like this, like this. We'll kind of go like that. Something like that. And there's a pit in the middle with a walk around. Just go like this. That's kind of cool. And there's doors on every side. Very cool. And I'll put, yeah, we'll call this the refuse. This is like their dumping grounds. Okay, cool. So what do we find here for possible objectives? One, nothing. Nothing's in here. Makes sense. Okay. And we'll roll encounter. What are we gonna find in here? 8. It's always the 8. Yep. 7 or 8. The most common thing is ghouls. So we find 1d2 ghouls. So that's 1 ghoul. All right, let's get the battle map. Let's use something like this one. This is pretty cool. A bit of a glare there, but yeah, we've got like this sludge center area. So let's rock that. We'll get our bad guy here. Right here. And we'll get our good guys on the board. So we came in this side. So we'll come in here. And what is this thing? This thing's tactic. Monster's strategy. 3, fall back to defensive position. Okay, fair enough. It's gonna fall back for now. So it sees us coming with the light and all. It falls back and we step in. We step into the room, there's no objectives here. Monster's falling back. We'll just keep an eye on that thing, I guess. Well, it is just 1. We should take it out. We are here to clear as much of this place as possible for the eventuality that the residents will have to leave or want to leave and go to the surface. So let's attack that thing. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, easily. So it's it has a defensive strategy. I don't think it's smart enough. It's just being a ghoul and all. Not probably smart enough to be defensive. So we'll just roll initiative. Oh yeah, these are normal. These are normal. Okay, so 7 is a D12. D12 for the thing. Golly. That is a 5, a D6 for and for Phage, and D8 for. Oh, wow. Okay, Mithra, spellcaster, goes first. He is going to probably just cast. Let's cast Mage Armor. Mage Armor, 0 threads. Perfect. He's going to cast, he's a step 10. Yep, 2d8, step 10, I believe, yeah. 2d8s. We've got an 8 to cast. Excuse me. Mage Armor, circle 1, yep. Okay, so he casts against the... Oh yeah, target's missed defense of 6 on Phage. So it is effective, and it adds +3 to physical armor. +3 to physical armor, yeah. Physical armor up to 8. Boom. Yes, gotta like that. Okay. Then the ghoul attacks Phage. It attacks with... Oh, that's annoying. It's right up between 2 pages. Claws, 10. Oh yeah, these things have the poison. I always forget about that for some reason. The ghoul poison. I should not forget about that. It's a long-standing D&D trope. All right, it attacks with a 12. Yeah. Nope, that's an 11. Oh, that still hits. Missed defensive or physical defense of 11. It hits Phage. Okay, I can only hope that it does no damage because of his new armor. Step 11 on the attack, D10 and a D8. I say it every time, but it never gets old. The sweet mix of dice I get to roll for this game. That's exploding. It's exploding dice. And again, 16. Okay, 20 damage. 22 damage to Thage. 22 damage. Wow, that's a wound. That's a double wound. And okay, he's got -2. He's taken 22 damage. We are off to a bad start. Oh no, 22 damage -8. So down to 14 damage. 14 damage, and that's only 1 wound. That's much better. Count in that armor. It's taking 14 damage. Ouch. Thage's turn. Alright, let's rock this thing. D8, D6. There we go. Oh my goodness. Critical failure. Drops his sword. Okay, next round. It rolls an 8. Of course it does. Thage with a 1. And we've got Mithra with a D8. Is it still for his initiative? Dexterity of 5. It's a D8. Yeah. 4. So the ghoul attacks first. 2d8. Exploding dice again. That's 9. Plus, okay, 12. Yes, just barely gets through his magic, or his physical defense of 11. Does damage of d8, d10. Good thing it was only one of these things. He deals another 13 damage, so -8, so 4 damage. Up to 18 damage. And the poison. What does the poison do? The ghoul poison does... if the ghoul's claws do damage to the target must resist the effect of damaging poison. Poison is step 10 damage every round for 6 rounds. Duration until healed. The poison stops progressing if the ghoul is killed. Right. Target must resist. Okay, I have to make a toughness test of... okay. So that's a... toughness step. A toughness roll against step 10 for the poison. So he's pretty tough lad. He's got a D12, but he's got to roll a 10. So it's gonna be hard to do. 6 fails, so he takes step 10 damage. Also this round from the poison. Armor does not help. What was that? An 8. Exploding dice, 9, and then 14 more damage. And that's another wound. 20, he's up to 13, I said? 32. 32, and he's at -2. Oh, friggin' ghouls, man. Okay, what's the move on this thing? Whatever. Okay, we're gonna fight on. Okay, I'm gonna attack the thing. D8. Actually, Mithra is going to mind dagger this sucker. Yes, sir. That's what he's gonna do. So that's 2d8. He's going to use a karma. We're fighting for our lives here suddenly. Yeah, and I roll like garbage. Of course I do. 9, 12. That hits his mystic defense. 8. So not an extra success. Unfortunate. That's okay. That's karma 1 used. Okay. He hits, and then he rolls Mind Dagger is will +2. So my will is, what is it, 7? Yeah, 7. So that's step 9, D86. Ah, exploding dice for me. These D8s are just deadly. Okay, so it's 11. Nice, 14 damage to the thing. Mystic armor on it is 2. So 14 damage. Okay, it takes 12 damage. And that is a wound. 12, yeah, 9. Takes 12 damage. Okay. 12. And that's a -1 because of its wound. Okay, Thage goes. He's got D8, D6. Oh yeah, and this thing suffers a -2. What is it? -2 to its physical defense because of the beats it took. So I've got a -2 to attack. So instead of D8, D6, I'm rolling a D12. Brutal. 11. Wow, that's my best roll yet. Physical defense on the thing is now only 7. So I hit it. D8, D6 is my step is 11 usually. It's down to 9 now, so a D8 and a D6 for damage. 7. So its physical armor is 3. So I do 4 damage. 4 measly damage to the thing. 16. I gotta start like avoiding blow when doing using some getting lax here, using some talents on little Thage here. Okay. Guess it's just initiative again. So the ghoul, he did suffer a wound, so his initiative step is down to a D10 now. 5. Mithra the mage goes with 4, and poor Thage, his initiative step is now 6, 5, 4, down to 4, down to 3, D4. Better chance of exploding though. 3, so he does go last. Okay, so the ghoul attacks with a 9, so that's a D8, D6 now. That is 11. That is enough to hit. Darn, physical defense of 11. Just keeps hitting me. Oh no, it's 12 anyways. And then it does 11 step damage. Is that right? Yep. So that's now 10, so 2d8. Oh, these are the exploding dice, aren't they? That was cocked here. 6, okay. My armor takes it, finally. I got out of... Oh, and now I have to take poison damage. Okay, I do get a poison toughness resistance, so 7 step normally, but I'm down to 5 with the d8. These are the exploding dice, though. 6. Ah, darn it. Oh, I needed a 10. Okay, so I take the full step 10 damage from the poison. Oh, man. Oh, 2. Couldn't have been any better. Okay, so I'm up to 35 damage on Thage from a single ghoul. Yeah, these things are no joke. When they say it's a second circle creature, they're not kidding. I shouldn't have rolled to see how many there were. There should only ever be 1. 2 first circle adepts here cannot handle anything more than 1 ghoul, as we're seeing. So it's good to play test this crap out. Okay, Mithra. Mithra the wizard. He's gonna mind dagger that sucker again. It's kind of his best move. And it's what he keeps in his matrix too for times like this. So, oh yes, exploding dice. I want to throw a karma in on that too. So that's 18. 20. Nice even 20. It has a mystic defense of 8. Okay. So I got 2 extra success on that. So it's a will plus 6 now. So it goes from 7, willpower of 7, yeah, up to 13, d10, d12. Potential there for some good damage. But I won't roll great. 0 and... Oh yeah, sorry, that's a 10. Of course it is. 13, exploding dice. Nice. 13. 18 damage to the thing. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. 18 damage. Exploding dice are finally working for me. 18 damage. Minus its mystic armor, so that's 16 damage. So that puts it up to a nice 32. 16 damage would be just 1 wound, so it's at -2 now. 32 is its unconsciousness rating right on. The thing dry heaves and keels over, and it's dead. Woo, okay. Another hard-fought battle for our heroes, for our adepts. Oh, I blocked the camera there, sorry. Okay, so that's, okay, one ghoul. Yeah, very cool. One ghoul. All right, and that would be, that was a tough challenge. Frig, that's, I guess that's 50. I'll just give that 50 LP there. Record this better as I go. Okay, so we kill that ghoul, and then we skirt around the refuse pit. And let's go to this door. This door to the north. Okay. All right, so we'll roll to see what kind of door we face. Stuck door. Strength difficulty number of 1d6 plus 5, so 7. These are kind of just a minor inconvenience, but we always make noise doing this, so it alerts whatever's in there. Strength d10. Okay, so I try to bash open that door with a 6. I fail my first attempt. Another attempt, 2. So 6. I will add Mithra's measly strength. The two of them will work together. That's a 10. Oh, he's a 5, so D8 and a D. Yep, there we go. 5. We're doing worse. We're just kicking and bashing. 5. Okay. Whatever's in there will be thoroughly set up and ready for us. So that's an 8. I finally did it. Okay, so it had 5 rounds to set up an ambush if there's something in there. I'll roll to see what its strategy is, but for every round it took me, I'll add a +1, I guess, to its surprise. Okay, so we open the door, the stuck door. We roll to see what hallway we're dealing with. Oh, it's a super complex hallway too. I like this one though. This is cool. Okay, so it goes up a ways, and then stairs to the right that go up. I like that. I like that anyways. And then level change. Yeah, I think we're gonna go up. Let's go up. It's not in the random rooms list, but as game master, I put it. Did I put it? No, I guess I didn't include it there. But I like the idea of them finding the gate out. They obviously don't want to use it, but I like that that'd be cool that they would find it. Okay, so we've got this hallway. No objectives there. There is a chance of an encounter in the hallway. Stuff just lurking everywhere, and it's 8 again. We've got another ghoul. Oh yes. First things first. Before I'm getting excited, I'm going forging ahead and exploring. We're going to rest for an hour. I am almost unconscious, Thage. In fact, yeah, we'll rest for an hour, and he'll use a recovery test. And it's -2 because of his 2 wounds. Oh my goodness, yeah, we can't continue. Okay, so we bash that door open it up, look in, find a ghoul, turn and run, and we go back home. This has got to be like old school adventuring where we return home, rest up, and come back because we're so weak. So let's we'll do that. We'll reset. No wounds, no karma use. Let's play this a little bit better. We'll come back. We'll just fast forward for simplicity's sake, and we'll come back to this ghoul. This ghoul will still be here. the next day. Okay, so this time, let me stop being such a newbie here, and let me try and be a little smarter. I want to do wood skin. It takes 0 strain, so I've got it at rank 2. So is my toughness 7 plus 2, so it's a 9, d8 and a d6, d8, d6, and I can add that to my hit points. Well, to my unconsciousness and death ratings. So that's a 7. That's not great. I should do that with karma? No, I won't. 7. Okay. So plus 7 to each of these. And just looking at it there, that lasts for hours, so I want to add a karma die to that as well. 11 total. Cool. So I'll add 11. Yeah, so that's good for rank in hours, so 2 hours. So if this delve goes as well as the last one, that will be the entirety of the trip. Anyhow, okay, that's cool. So we got a little extra toughness. Before we go through this door, we'll cast Mage Armor, so that'll just be the plus 3 to physical armor. Yeah. Okay. So we go in. We go into this hallway, and okay, I'll just grab a different map. That's always fun. Okay, so here we are coming in. Yeah, Mithra always stays behind. We'll come in on the thing. Let's see what its strategy is this time. 9. Oops. Yeah, hide in ambush. Yeah. I think I can't cheat the system here too much. It will be hiding. It will be hiding for days, as long as it takes. It's just gonna hide. It's not dead. It doesn't get tired, right? So it's hiding. There's not much to hide behind, I guess. Oh yeah, I can hide around the corner. Okay, yeah, definitely. Let's put that there. And then I'll put Ghoul. And we're gonna rock another combat. So we are wary of it, but it'll roll its dexterity 5. Oh wait, it has a stealthy stride. Yeah, 8. That's crazy. Undead fiend like this is decent at sneaking. 10. Wow, those both almost exploded now, didn't they? Perception. I do have danger sense. As a skill, I think. Heck yeah, rank 3. So, okay. Perception on Mithra is pretty decent. 7, I guess. D12. See if you can beat a 10 to notice the thing. 12. Yeah, exploding dice. It's in ambush, and we still notice it. Well done, guys. Well done. Okay. So we suspected possibly being here. We come up, and then it is just straight initiative. So the thing still gets a D12. Frig, that's a fast monster. 4 for it. Oh, 4 for Thage, and Mithra has 7. Mithra goes first. So he has, what's his range? 20 yards on the Mind Dagger. He needs to see it. So he will go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, up there. And Mind Dagger the thing. Since it's going last, he will hope that Thage will come protect him. 10. 2d8. 2d8 is step 10. And he's going to, let's hit this thing hard right away. He's going to throw in a karma. Oh, exploding dice. Nice. So it's 16. 21. So we use 1 karma. 21. And where's my stats again for this thing? Come on now. 21 on its Mystic Defense of 8. Okay, so that's Just 2 extra. Just 2. I'll take it. 2 extra success, so that's +4. So will +6 to the Mind Dagger. Will of 7. Yep. 7 + 6 is 13. Step 13, a D12 and a D10. Yes, sir, Bob. 14 damage to the thing. That's the ticket. 14 minus Mystic Armor of 2, so takes 12, and that's a -1 wound it's got now. 14, okay, or 12 damage. Okay, it's almost half dead. Unconscious, that is, already. Phage will go next. 1, 2, he'll step up and try to lay the beats to this thing as hard as he can. He's going to throw in, okay, so D8, a D6. He's going to throw in a Karma as well. We got to do this quicker. Look at him poison, killing me. Look at this, eh? Wow. Almost a critical failure. Phage and those broadsword attacks of his are not great. Okay, well, he's got the wood skin up. I should start thinking about Tiger Spring. Oh, maybe not. Void Blow, maneuver. I'm fighting one monster. I should maneuver that puppy. Not the matter with a roll like that. Okay. The Dastardly Ghoul attacks with a step 10, 2d8. These dice are the deadly ones. Okay, that's an 8. Physical defense of 11 on Phage. About time I blocked something. Didn't block a single attack last time, I don't think. Okay. Now, back to initiative. Ghoul, 4. Phage, 6. Exploding dice. Not that it matters. 8 and a 1. Mithra going last here. Phage going first. Okay, Phage will attempt another Karma Strike. Actually, maybe this is time for some maneuver. Maneuver action. Let me just look that up now. Make sure I've got that right. I pick a dude. Target, which is obvious here. Fancy footwork, mobility, gains superior position. Makes a maneuver test against the physical defense. Each success grants +2 bonus to his physical defense from attacks from that target. Yeah. And to the first close combat attack test against that target that round. Very cool. Takes a strain. So I gain +2 defense. That'll make me pretty unhittable. I've got Mystic Armor. Okay. Every success gives +2. So I've got maneuver of 1. That's not great, is it? A dexterity of 6, so that's 7. Step 7. I take 1 damage for strain. 7. So I roll a d12 against his physical defense, which has been lessened thanks to the Mind Dagger. Yes, I got it. 11. 11. His physical defense is lessened to 7. Darn, that's not an extra defense. That's extra success. So, okay, I gain +2. So I now have a physical armor of 8 because we casted mage armor. And physical defense is up to 13 for me right now. That is awesome. And then I get a +2 to my attack. So that goes from D86, so step 9 up to an 11. Step 11, so that's a D10, D8. And I'll throw some stank on that. Oh, Karma. Throw some stank on her. Karma used. Let's start a little Karma slot here. So that's a 13, 14, 15 hit on the thing. And it has 15 and it has a 7. Yeah, not quite 2 success, I guess. Okay, so 1 extra success. So that takes me step 11 to step 13, D12, D10. What did I say? Step 13, is it? D12, D10, yeah. Okay, and we roll some damage. Oh, there's an exploding die, so 13. All right, 20 damage. physical armor of 3, so 17 damage. Wow, 17. That puts it to 30 even. 17? Oh no, 29. And 17 damage. Wound threshold of 9. Oh, it's almost 2 wounds. I'm not sure you're supposed to stack wounds, but I'm gonna make it a house rule if it's not, because if you take twice your wound threshold, like, dang man, that's not, that should be 2 wounds, I think. Okay. Nice. So that smoked that puppy, and he has to make a knockdown test against the damage he took, which was, what was it? 17. Okay. Just checking here. It is the difference between wound threshold and the damage dealt. So, 17. I said it was. Yep, 17. And his wound threshold is 9. 17, so that'd be an 8. Strength check against target number 8. He's got a D10. Needs to roll an 8 or better. 7. He's on his back. Thunk. Nice. Okay. He is down. It's its turn. It will get up. No, it's crazy. This thing's gonna burn the strain. And try and jump up. I think jump up. Takes 2 strain. It's now at 31. Oh yeah, shoot, it's unconscious at 32. Well, it's not smart, it's a ghoul. Okay, it jumps up, 2 strain, stand up in simple action, no other movement. Oh yeah, it has to roll something here. Let's check that. Yes, so he's got to make a dexterity check. 6. That's too bad that's not in the... I'm going to write that into my GM screen here. Yeah, check that out, eh? They didn't put jump up. It says 2 strain, stand up is simple action, no other movement. DX6 check. Why didn't they write that in? That would have been nice, eh? Okay, oh, it's in there now. There we go. I love me a good GM screen. Cheat sheets and all that good stuff when you're starting out. Anyways, with GURPS sometimes I find I don't really need it so much, and basic fantasy not so much either, but for a new game it certainly is useful. Okay, so the thing makes a dex dex check 6. It is wounded at -2, so its step will go down. Excuse me. So its dexterity step is 5, goes down to 3, so it's rolling a d4. And it needs to hit a 6 to jump up. It strained itself trying. It failed. It's 1 hit away from unconsciousness. So at this point, I think I'm going to mind dagger that sucker. 2d8 from that's a 10. Yes, sir. Hits Mystic Defense of 8. Hits the thing for a 7 plus 2, so that's a 9 to d8, d6 damage, and thunk kills it. Nice. It's a simple LP of 25. No damage to us that time, so that was a simple. That was a minor accomplishment there. Okay. Back to exploring. Now, where do we want to go? Let's go this way. So we go d6 to see the door. The door is slightly ajar. Okay, so we can creak that open and take a look at what room we're looking at. Okay, it's a large square, and the room is d8 will divulge another refuse. Yeah, sure, why not? Makes sense, I guess, eh? Let's try something new. I'll re-roll that. Commons. Yeah, that's new. We've seen the gardens, but not the commons. Yeah, that's what I would do behind the GM screen. Re-roll that one. Okay, the commons, this large 60-foot wide, 20-high chamber is dimly sunlit from the sun shafts in the ceiling, revealing several stone paths overgrown by adjacent patches of vegetation, causing a maze-like appearance as the pathways all end at the large stone, slime-covered fountain in the center, still barely trickling an orange-brown colored viscous liquid. Ooh. And this is cool. So this is a big chamber. So this is bigger than the last one, that's for sure. 60. So 3 in each direction. Wow, we'll go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huge chamber with a fountain in the middle. I like that. Okay. And draw the fountain, and I'll put I'll write commons. Okay, and what else do we find there? Objectives. 6. Dun dun dun. Okay, this is where things get real. Good thing I'm not injured, other than that point of strain. So a roll of 6 causes us to encounter Ranson, the lost adept of legend that stayed behind when the survivors were fleeing the ghoul plague, locked themselves in the fields. The intro stated that he stayed behind. So he stayed outside the door when they sealed it, and he continued to fight for the remaining citizens. That probably not everybody would have been turned to ghouls or horror marked yet. So he was going to try and fight the good fight, while there would be some survivors sealed away to safety. And his hope was to rid the Kaer of the infestation. It didn't go well, obviously, for poor Ranson. So here's what we find. So first of all, right off the top there, I have this note here, objectives. Ranson's discipline is the same as one of the PCs. So let's see which one of my PCs he matches in discipline. So that would be, he's a warrior. Yeah, of course he is. Fitting. Stay behind. Okay. Oh yeah, I have the note there too. Choose a random PC discipline for Ranson. So Ranson is a higher than average functioning cadaver man at this point, but does not realize it. The horror took keen interest in him and made the transition very slow thanks to the horror mark Ranson carries unaware. So it's been 20 years he's been just lingering here. His memories and thoughts are clouded, and he shows signs of being insane. He does not show typical signs of decay or gruesome undead traits, allowing him to appear alive. However, he has no body heat, his heart does not beat, his skin is pale, and his blood will barely leak from cuts. He experiences extreme emotions, especially anger and hopelessness, but can recall some information if asked. Perception 10 roll. Successful use of social abilities on him to, I guess, help him recall, lead him with questions, stuff like that. On him will add +2 to his roll per success. I don't have any social ability, so I won't be probably doing that. If failed, he will say he cannot remember or babble incoherently. If approached peacefully, or if near death from a factor fight, he will plead for admittance into the field, saying his time is done, his quest failed, his blood oath broken, and all those he swore to protect have been lost. He wishes for peace and deserves sanctuary. Poor guy. And to me, this is the stuff that Earthdawn's made of, just kind of hopeless tragedy, dark fantasy stuff. Poor guy. Okay, so if repeatedly denied, he will become enraged and attacked. Ranson fights as a cadaver man with armor and weapons suitable to his discipline and according to the challenge required. So he's going to be, in this case, he's going to be like a first circle. Well, he'll be a cadaver man, so that's circle 3. But I'll just give him some cruddy armor and just a sword. Not even a shield at this point. He's not using his full faculties. Okay, if Ranson is admitted into the fields, he will seemingly start to recover slowly, regaining his sanity. But yeah, if we take him back, what happens next is additional complication. Then what next? up to the Game Master. So what next? Did Ranson possess any minor threat items? Oh yeah, that's an interesting thing. Did the horror leave, or is it still here? Does it still have control of Ranson? Is it seen through his eyes, possessing him perhaps? Is Ranson a shell host for the horror on this plane? Will Ranson, can he be rehabilitated? That's up to the GM. So at this point, I think we come in and we find Ranson, and then, I have to roll Ranson's current state. Let's see what he's doing. 1. He's lying face down, seemingly dead. Optionally, also, roll for encounter. Let the PCs discover Ranson and then be surprised by monsters. Optionally, have Ranson help the PCs. So I don't think I'm going to go for that in this case. But that would be pretty interesting. That'd be cool, actually, if Ranson. Okay. In the true spirit of in the randomness here, let's see if there's other monsters. So 50% chance. 1, 2, or 3. There are other monsters. 2. There are. Okay. Well then, I will roll on the random table, random monster table. Oh, there is still a chance that there won't be anything, but it's very slim. 3. That there is nothing. Okay. There we have it. 2 or 3 is nothing encountered. That would have been cool. He gets up off his face and decides to fight again one last time to save these newcomers. But no, we find him laying face down. We approach him. He appears to be dead. He's a cadaver man, though. He'll get up. Let's roll perception on him. 5, a D8. Yeah, he just needs a 4. Nope, he just lies there. The characters find him, figure he's dead, and they will go to, oh yeah, what do we do with him? The objective is to discover the fate of Ranson, the brave adept who chose to stay behind and fight and protect those locked out, and attempt to root out, and return the remains of Ranson and his belongings. So we try to pick him up. Yeah, he appears dead, so he's just in like a state. I failed his perception, so he kind of doesn't wake up. And yeah, this is this is almost a worst case scenario, depending on how the game master would want to handle it. This could lead to some interesting extra adventures. Okay, so we find Ranson, and he is he's out of it, unresponsive, but he seems undecayed. So he seems dead, but just recently dead. What a weird setup. What would they? Yeah, like we want. Our mission was to find his remains and bring them back. So he seems dead. So we're just gonna haul him back. I think back into the fields. Frig, yeah. So we find him and we return him. So that's 100 legend points for us. It's really bad. That's really, really bad. Okay, so we take him back. We carry the guy back, and what do we got here? Wall walker. Do we have anything to help carry? No, not really. Okay, so I just heave him onto my back. Yeah, we grab his stuff and head for home. I'll just write him in. Ranson was found here. So at that point, the pamphlet material is pretty much done, because I've done all the objectives. I could do another sun shaft, whatever. So we'll flip back here now, and I'll go through. So here's some additional complications that could arise. game masters could throw these in to spice things up, or after they finish all these objectives, they probably want to continue exploring the Kaer and clearing it of garbage, of monsters. So even while doing that, so you can get a few more hours out of this ridiculous little piece of paper. You can add in these complications. Some of the survivors are suffering from a contagious disease which has a known herb remedy. However, the herb was last known to only be growing in the gardens chamber. So there we go. We got to take another trip, find the gardens, or maybe there's probably another gardens chamber. There quite possibly be more than one, if you want it to be interesting. And then, of course, you can continue to roll on these, complications the whole way. More legend points, more grinding it out. Another one is the horror lurks in the Kaer still and will attempt to mark the PCs. So, you'd want it to be a lower level, one of the weaker horrors, or just make up your own. That's a tough one. But certainly doable. The water spring the survivors rely on is drying up, so that's that's a bit of a timer. At that point, you just want to clear this Kaer, just clear a path at least to the gates. Now that we have the key, that would be the next adventure through this Kaer, I think, my guys. Just to lead everybody out. Assuming, that's another thing. Is the scourge over? Anyways, continuing here, adventurers show up, claiming to be from the outside, insisting the scourge is over. Can they be trusted? So that would be interesting too. So say as game master, I make the characters go out in search of this herb to help some of the dying in here, and we haven't decided that, we're not sure if the scourge is over. Our clocks indicate that it's close, but when do you take that step and just take the chance? People show up right away. That could be an interesting encounter because are they cadaver men? Are they ghouls? After the situation with Ranson has played out, that he seems dead but he's alive, that could be some intrigue there. I like that. Anyways, and the what next things. Did Ranson possess any minor thread items? So he undoubtedly would, I think. For his heroic deed, even if he never did another single heroic deed in his lifetime, the act of that one heroic deed, I would rule that he has at least a maybe a minor thread item, I guess. At least a minor pattern item. It's up to the GM. Is the scourge over? So at this point, if so, can they battle their way out? Or can the adepts clear the whole Kaer? So that would be an adventure, a nice little adventure in itself, I think, trying to get, this bunch of people. I'm not sure I mentioned how many people there are, but there'd probably be at least 50, just commoners. Another thing is, did the horror leave or does it remain? So again, that could really, that could be a dangerous one. Is Ranson a shell or host for the horror on this plane? So yeah, it's a stronger connection to him, perhaps. Leeway there, I guess. Will Ranson rise again? So we bring him back. The elders, maybe, of the Kaer, look him over, and in time they would probably deduce that he is a cadaver man. He'd probably get up. He is in a peaceful position. So he's unlikely to rage out, but it's just a matter of time, I guess, before he starts attacking people. So he'll have to be put down. And what are the complications of that? So, is it a horror that can mark people through him? Eek. Don't like to think about those possibilities. You could lose the whole Kaer that way. And can Ranson be rehabilitated? Can he be safely rehabilitated? So that's pretty unlikely, but it poses an interesting question. So those are all just ideas that you can continue this adventure on with, trying to get these people out of this Kaer, if the scourge is over, indeed. Which is the default setting of this 4th edition. It is over, and it's been over for 100 years. So if you want to get with the now. Yeah, these guys would be late bloomers coming out of their Kaers 100 years late. But that's pretty cool. I like the implications, the story implications of that personally.